Yeah, because it's not your wallet.
Of course.
Oh.
I mean, for crying out loud, I'm a grown man who spends.
What if they
lots
call me
of
back
money
and
on
offer me
Pokemon
3?
Cards. Oh my gosh, you gotta do it.
Yeah,
You gotta do it.
Right? 4 cars though?
Oh, so good.
Oh.
I like the idea of actually getting. Out, like getting your debt finished with the Mazda, and then.
Yeah.
Like, could you do that now? Could you like actually do that?
I could, and I'm thinking about it. So
I think you should.
I don't think I'm gonna have any buyers on here, but I don't know if I was hitting like ice, but there was like slippage on it today.
Yeah.
And I don't know what that is. I'm just
sell
like,
it for what
I
you
should-
think it's worth, and then call it good, and then go either just have the 2. Well, you need in Utah you gotta have a car that has front wheel drive.
maybe, but I mean, they keep the roads pretty clear, and it's getting into that time. So I mean, if I sell it within,
I guess the Magnum would probably be fine to drive, right?
yeah, I mean it's fine. I mean, you just can't
The
gas it.
Mustang would, I think, be an issue.
Maybe, although it might be better because it's got traction control at the very least.
Oh, hey, so speaking of cars, Brittany took it to Pressman, and they got, so they know what it is. They ordered the part.
Yeah, I
It's
saw
only
the
gonna cost $100, and
SUV.
yeah,
Okay.
so that we're just, oh whoops,
Is it gonna blow that up?
oh please be not okay.
Oh, whew. Do you have to have that certain type of bomb?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes. This is like a secret thing.
Oh.
So this is a different pond. And I have to throw in my bow to get the silver arrows.
Oh, wow.
And this is actually where I'm going to She's self-conscious. So this is actually the only way that you can defeat Ganon is with silver arrows. If you try to defeat Ganon any other way, you won't.
Yeah.
You can't.
Oh, yeah.
You actually can't.
Yeah, I remember they had silver arrows. I just can't remember what the purpose was.
Thanks for the gifts, though. Yeah, that's really
Oh,
nice.
yay! Daughter of mine's back. I'm thinking about. Mike
So
wants me to
now-
buy the mini. So you're gonna get it back. And it's
yeah,
gonna be
so
fixed?
it's gonna get back. We have this lady, super nice. She actually worked at Hunter. She was the home ec teacher there. She retired for whatever reason. She took a interest in mine and Brittany's family, and so she like brings fruit snacks to my kids, and we sit next to her at church, and so she does things like that. She lets us drive her SUV while the Subaru's getting fixed. So because of the way things kind of are, the part, it was like 7 days out. So we actually might not even get it back this week. We might have to wait until next week. But they know what it is. It's a common thing. It's actually what I thought it was because of, doing research.
Yeah.
So that'll be fixed, and off we go. And we'll be
excellent.
going to St. George for a baseball tournament. It's
Ooh.
pretty common for high schools to go to St. George at the beginning of March. And so we'll be able to drive that car. And I love driving that car. I'm really happy with the purchase. I'm even happier now that I do have the warranty because that essentially is what it would have cost. But now, so I essentially got the worth of the warranty out of it already. And then if something else happens, I still have the warranty.
And you basically made money.
So I was really, and I like Pressman. I would go back there. I'm probably going to go back there maybe in a year or year and a half, I want to get me a good car, a nice car to drive. And because we're kind of bringing that up too, or where I was going with this a little bit. So now I have the strongest sword. It is gold now.
Oh, wow.
Pretty cool, huh? And I got the shield.
Yeah.
I will eventually get red armor, which is my favorite armor because it's red. But so what I was gonna say is me and Brittany attacked debt really hard. And like right now, and this is an opinion, so this is not financial advice, we are going to pay off our car with what we have saved up. And then that way, the only debt we have is the house. So if anything really happens, we at least have a car, and we own our other car. And so, and maybe it's a little scary maybe not to have savings, but honestly, you're losing so much money with savings, and that unless you're investing it, like if you want to take that money and invest it, cool. That's a great idea. That's not necessarily a bad idea compared to paying off debt. If you're not doing that though, I recommend paying off the debt because as we all know, if the more payments you make, the more interest they charge, and the less money you actually benefited from that fact. So it's like, it is a situation that like, yeah, we won't have as much in savings, but we'll own the car, won't have to worry about it. We'll pay less than that. Then we won't have a car payment. So then the car payments that we would have paid will go to savings. Blah 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 blah. So that's our tact.
So I should go the opposite way. Buy that Mini, sell the Mazda, save up to get Ellison. I would love for her to have a.
Do you really like the Mini? Would it be more car problems though? Because
I don't know.
That's the issue.
That's what I'm
me,
worried about
too.
because of the engineering on it.
Yeah.
So
And what year was it?
It's 2008, and it has.
Yeah.
How many miles did it had on it? Daughter of mine, you remember? No, I don't remember.
I feel like it wasn't that
I could look
much.
actually right now. I thought
Okay,
it was
so I'm
under
gonna throw
100.
this skull into this rocks, into this
You're gonna
rock
throw a
thing.
scroll.
I'm gonna throw a skull, and this
Skull.
is what gives me the next thing that I need.
All right, let's see here.
So this little fish guy comes up. If
It
you
might not
want
be
to
there
do
more.
the voice
They might have
for
sold
it,
it, huh? Oh,
Mr. Cam.
What was it? Was it the little who stole my personal lamp? I will give it to you if you go away.
Sweet.
How's
so
that?
these
Oh,
medallions.
It's gone.
These medallions that I got. Oh, that's too bad.
Oh well.
These medallions that I got are magic medallions, so they actually do powerful moves, but you have to have them to actually progress. So that's the point. That's the reason we are getting them. All right, everybody, have another ad, and we'll be right back.
Let us know if you're getting that ad. If not, listen to the secret conversation behind the scenes. So anyway, I ran into this car and I'm still running. So ridiculous.
Dad joke for the win.
Woohoo. Dang, they got rid of it. That's probably better. I don't need that kind of temptation, do I?
Yeah, let's be honest. You don't need it.
So,
I would do the Mazda thing though, and then just if you're good with if you're good with the roads, then just have the two cars that you really like.
Yeah, and then just try to figure something else out for Ellison. That way it can give me.
Yeah, and then because you still will have.
Then I
3
could give
cars,
a few months, and then I could
right?
save up whatever I lose out on, because I owe 5,100 on it, and because that way then I could get the title and I could sell it easier,
Right.
and maybe I won't lose too much if I do that.
Facts.
Because that's why I'm thinking, one, Ellison, or she doesn't want a manual for her first car, especially that manual. That's why I looked at other ones, such as the Mini, but that one seemed harder to figure out in a certain way. And then the Fiat was actually pretty fun.
Fiats were big in Argentina.
Guess who's back?
They were
back again.
huge in Argentina.
Zealously's back. Tell a friend.
See, now I can.
Guess
box
who's back?
things.
Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Da 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 da. I just got out of the shower because nobody wants to smell me when I'm. Anyway, man, I gotta get better at that one. I can't riff on that one as well because I don't know it. Especially shower is hard to riff off of.
Sure. It's like
Welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out.
Okay.
Oh, don't tell Rockstar Socks that she does not like spiders.
Spiders.
The Spider. Okay, name
Such
that
a
movie.
Good show.
That
Such a
is
good movie.
yes.
So good. The Spider.
Your 8-year-old sister. Wow, you have an interesting family dynamic there, Zealously. I gotta say that's
We appreciate your candor with sharing your life with us.
as we share ours with yours, and that's what makes a community. Man, I could really plug this as a cheesy thing here on Patience Gaming.
Yes. Yes. We did it.
Our station is a very, very, very fine stream. We got Liquid Rook and Special K. Zealously's on the way. Our stream is a very, very, very fine stream. Okay, now I'm going to get sued by the people that made the sitcom Our House.
Yeah. Sure.
Which starred the guy that used to star in the Quaker Oats commercials, who I believe was a member.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
That's because I'm old.
Because you're ancient.
I'm a fogey.
Ancient fogey.
Ancient fogey. All right, so we talked about Honey Smacks versus Sugar Smacks. Pretty sure.
Oh yeah, top 5 cereals. Go.
Is it chocolate one? I'm sure there's a chocolate one.
I don't care about these.
So, I don't know. Which ones would I really like to eat right now if I could? We didn't have Kix a lot. I will.
Kix are fine.
2 of the cereals that I really loved as a teenager. So I worked at a place called Mazzio's Pizza in Brandon, and I was too fastidious about cleaning, so I probably should have got done sooner. But I wouldn't get done until like midnight or so, and I get home, and I was super hungry, and I didn't want pizza or take it home or anything.
You are now a subscriber because someone gifted you a subscription.
Yeah, Nocturnal Wings just gave everybody a subscription.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. So
super nice of him.
You've just been leveled up, I guess. I don't really know what that means, but cool for everybody, and we're super appreciative of it. So yeah,
that's very nice.
Thanks to our viewers. I mean, look at that.
I just need to cry some more about supporting our channel. Maybe people will give us money.
I need more family, apparently.
Yes.
Anyway, so I would come home, and we had one of those big, like, kind of silver salad bowls, and so I'd make pink milk in our queso.
No, you didn't give us money. Someone gifted you a subscription. They paid for it, and now you get the benefits of it.
Yeah.
You didn't buy the subscription.
So yeah, you have no.
You don't
obligation.
have any financial obligation.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
So enjoy it.
Yeah, just enjoy it.
Just enjoy it.
It is. Yep.
So. Anyway, I'd get one of those big salad bowls. I'd make pink milk. So it's like 32 ounces. And then I'd pour this massive bowl of either Crispex or Corn Chex. Oh my gosh. And then I'd watch The Last of Letterman and then watch Conan late at night.
So good.
And he would do this great skit about the year 2000 where him and Henry Richter would be like, in the year 2000... in the year 2000. And then they'd make these stupid predictions. It'd be fun to follow up on those sometime.
That would be fun.
So.
Okay, so Kix was the Mikey He Likes It thing, right?
No, that's Life. Oh, Life is great. Life, that would be on the top.
Mom
Life would be on the top.
would constantly get stopped by people in the grocery store and ask, is he the Mikey guy from the...
Because they thought you looked
cereal?
like him?
Yeah, I look identical. I look identical to the guy. So it's like, that was kind of funny.
How was
Constantly
Really?
she would get stopped. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, all the time.
Which is probably pretty fun, but not as fun as being Jeff Bridges' lookalike and having people tell my mom that she had an affair with him. So
that's interesting. My brother is redheaded, and so they used to tell people that my mom had an affair with the milkman. No cap. That really happened all the time. So my brother actually thought that for a little bit.
So did you meet Boss Baby in Babyland? Which was a terrible movie, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine for kids. It
was okay.
It's just, yeah.
But I mean, we could riff off that because the guy that voiced Boss Baby was
is now going to jail.
Do you think that is representative of what should happen? Alec Baldwin. There we go.
So, I'm torn because I don't like
I don't remember though.
I don't really care for him
right
as a person, but I don't feel like bias like that should exist when trying to judge someone for the merits of a crime. So like apparently actors have come out and said no, he is supposed to check the gun. So just because he gets handed a gun, he is supposed to check it. That is his duty. And so if that is true, if it is reasonable that he's supposed to check the gun, then he should probably face manslaughter charges.
Yeah. Alec Baldwin filming a movie called Rust. Was that a year or so ago? 2 years ago now?
I think it was a year ago.
He
I don't think it was 2 years.
Was doing a scene or I don't know.
Oh yeah.
They weren't. Were they filming it? They were. It's like a mock-up of something of this scene, and he fired the prop gun, which they had been test shooting like the day or the week or the night before, like live rounds, and there was still a round in there, and it injured one person and killed the other. The director of photography, was it?
I can't remember what her position was.
Something like that. I don't know.
A tragedy.
Yeah.
is, you know.
So similar to what happened to Jason Lee in the filming of The Crow.
Yep.
So
Super sad.
yeah.
Super sad.
Everybody thought he had a bright future.
I think he did.
The Crow is a pretty decent movie. It's been years since I've seen it. But
Well, and they had like star power, and like The Crow was, you know, don't watch it with kids by any means. There's a lot of stuff in there, very high.
Oh yeah, I don't
like super not good subject matter.
Yeah,
but like
people don't do the checks that they need to do. I guess
right.
That's the whole crux of the suit or the indictment.
Right, and so it's like that's why it's like I don't want to just condition myself to be like, well, I don't like him, so yes, I hope.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, if you can prove that he was responsible for that, that he actually needed to know, and it is a part of his duty, like it's in a contract somewhere, whatever, then yes. Now, if you can't, then I would also be okay with the idea that he doesn't go to jail for it. Like because the law is that you have to prove
innocent until proven guilty, which we've gone away from in America.
And that negligence has to be like that's the crux of the whole thing. Like you have to prove that what he was doing was exactly that. And so can you do that?
Yeah. So I mean,
I don't know.
Regardless if you trust that person, you should always double and triple check when it comes to weapons. I mean, especially if you're going to, real or not, point them at someone. Again, if you're pointing a gun at someone, I mean, really what they teach you is that you're going to mean to use it. So unless you're going to
destroy whatever you point at, you are going to destroy that thing. So I don't know if I can. I think I'm supposed to throw this over. Nope. Yes. Let's see if I can throw it.
No.
I don't
That's
know.
smart. Even Nerf guns can be dangerous. I've been hit in the eye with those type of Nerf style dart guns. So.
Do I need a bomb?
So yeah, gun safety.
But yeah, I mean, I hunt.
As...
And it was like nothing happened, but something could have happened. I was staying myself on a truck bed, and I was doing what they were telling me to do, right? But I'm the one with the rifle, and I was with someone who I call my Uncle Doug. He's a family friend, but that's what we refer to him as. And the guy who we were with
is a weighted Nerf bullet. Jeez,
I never heard of that. But like, so the deer was in my sight. I was getting everything ready, loaded around in, and a guy that was spotting, he was directly in front of me, and my uncle tried to move him physically, and I hadn't set up the gun, I hadn't pointed it, so we were good. But like, had I been looking through the scope, I might not have seen him.
Yeah,
and so it was like that could have been a tragic situation. Now, again, because I was careful, my uncle was careful, nothing did happen.
Yeah.
But stuff like that does happen all the time.
You gotta be very
happens
careful.
all the time. That's why even when I go, I have a level of respectful nervousness, anxiety, because I want to make sure that I get home to my family.
Yeah, which is good. My dad taught us a lot of gun safety growing up. Never hunted, but always taught us that, and made sure to. Yes, yes, very good. Thank you. Chelsea's congratulating on that committing manslaughter, but never have anybody forward of your barrel. So
right.
Key
and
thing.
It's hard because it's like I've gone pheasant hunting. We saw guys running, sprinting with their shotguns, and it's like, guys, like, you can have it, like, you like, because like, a dog like sprung up, so they were running after the spot. It's like, you take it, guys. Like, I don't we're not doing this.
It's not
worth it. It's not worth it.
So, oof.
And that stuff
So,
is scary, guys.
yeah, it's way
super
scary. Which can go and kind of lead into a segue of one of the other
Gotta
things
have
that I've
healthy
been
respect for guns.
talking about conspiracy theories, guns and their dangers, and how lethal they are. In my Mysteries of Histories class that I teach, we've been covering the JFK assassination, especially because in December they released more documents. Okay. Now, I finally looked up the type of documents that they released because I had been listening to stuff on the radio and things about them. And one of the big things is that they still haven't released all of them. In fact,
Of course not.
Tucker Carlson interviewed this guy.
Frustrating.
They have this deep inside person, and he said that the CIA was probably absolutely in on it.
Oh
And-
yeah, like that doesn't. That
and
wouldn't
so-
surprise me at all.
And not only that,
And that's
is-
probably why they haven't released it, because
and-
they don't want to start a commotion.
Yeah, not only that, they said that it will change the way you think about everything. That everything is fake. I don't know if they just mean about that, about the assassination, or about government and stuff in general, that's what it kind of made it seem like. So much so that even people that we respect, like a Mike Pompeo, knows that information as former CIA director and did not release it. And wouldn't come on
Well, and
Tucker's show.
and neither would Trump.
Yeah.
Like Trump had the ability, and he didn't.
And that's probably
So
because
like he probably saw
Pompeo
something
told
he
him not
didn't-
to.
Yeah, he probably saw something he didn't like. Pompeo did,
So,
and that's what. And look,
yes, that's
I
correct. He was the
don't.
president.
The first time,
Come
yeah,
across
he
the pond and you'll
he was
know.
Shot. He was.
Come
It was
across the-
Dallas, right?
Yeah, Dealey Plaza, Elm Street, November 22nd, 1963.
But yeah, so like, I'm not the biggest like pro government in this way kind of guy, but maybe there are secrets. I don't really know how I feel about it even saying this. Maybe there are secrets that are.
No, because the
worth
CIA isn't
keeping.
government.
I don't know.
That's like
No, and that's fine. That's fine. But CIA, government, whatever.
no. I mean,
Maybe there's things that we don't, and I'm not, because I want to know the truth too. But if the result is a net negative, how big is the net negative? Like it's kind of like how I feel about like forgiveness.
truth will
in a
set you
way.
free.
It's true. I'm not saying that's not true. I'm not saying it's not. It's just it's more
The
dangerous.
CIA isn't real. If only.
Yeah.
Just like MI6 or
The
MI5.
danger is maybe not worth the risk either. I don't know. Because I do believe in like the truth will set you free. I do believe in that. There are things that like don't.
If the government,
It does not matter necessarily to me or for my life
well,
what this is, unless it led to like the CIA being like abolished. I guess.
no, this is
But maybe it could.
This
so.
is more like, I think that our whole government and what we know as reality is manipulated beyond belief. And
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
what
and
alarms
it's worth
me.
and it's worth getting out.
Yeah. And so
And that's fair. That's totally.
I mean-
totally fair.
The character that I would love to identify the most is David Duchovny's Fox Mulder from the X-Files. I want to believe. And I want to search for that truth, So
Well, and like,
that is
aliens is the idea of aliens make me sick, not because it's like it matters to me that aliens whether they exist or not, but it's what that entails to like how it like rose from okay, there's aliens and it's like little green men to because like if you believe in the LDS church, then you do believe in
I think they look like us.
yeah, they're just us. Like
just-
they're God's children. They're just on a different planet.
And they probably aren't as combative and divisive. I mean, there probably still is some of that, but they
Yeah,
have
'cause
better
we-
technology. And I
Yeah,
think that if
sure.
they're coming here, then they're on a pilgrimage to see where their Lord and Savior was crucified.
Yeah.
That's mine.
Yeah, and the thing is it's
I
like
can't say, I don't get to say that in school, but I mean,
right. And the thing is like we, and these are just our thoughts and feelings. It isn't like it's nothing, you know. But the thing is like we can discuss that in a second. Let's finish this thought.
yeah, cops aren't necessarily government.
Yeah,
They are taxpayer funded people that provide security. and that
And
they work
sometimes
with
that's
the government.
security, like in this case, because if you've seen the video, it is sickening. In this case, they were doing every wrong that you possibly like.
And
I literally
I actually haven't looked into this story because I've been staying away from news a lot more lately, trying to focus on other things. So,
But yeah, so we'll address that a little bit. But finishing the thought, like the CIA and like the alien things, it doesn't lead me anywhere that is necessary for me to like grow my faith in God or to take away my faith in God, because like I said, I believe that they're just children of God on it, and that actually makes a lot of sense. The pilgrimage thing, I actually like that. And the thing is that because we believe that this was the only place that Christ could have been crucified. That's it. Like nowhere else.
It's not a super
the-
comforting fact.
No, it's not. And the thing is, but like if you take that to like planetary means, it means that as well. Like
It just don't exist.
So.
Are you a CIA plant trying to get us to believe that the CIA isn't real? So yeah, I mean that's my view on kind of aliens and things like that. I mean, it's possible that there's some things that look different. I mean, if you ever watch Ancient Aliens on the History Channel, which is pretty interesting, there's like the Anunnaki, which sound a little bit like the Watchers, because
I have no idea what that opened.
but it made a cool sound.
So go down. Oh, does this leave me after a while? Oh, I think I just go through that door. Okay.
That's what I thought. That's
I
what
just
zealously does is gaslight.
Oh, he loves it. He thinks he's Joe Biden. So.
So
Hello, Joe.
Eventually, I think he's just
Sniffing at children lately?
more or less going to gaslight himself into believing one of these things is true or not true.
One of these things is not like the other. One of these things.
I'm a gaslight girl boss. I don't know what that means, but all right.
Gross.
So anyway,
So I'm gonna go up here,
those,
and then I'm
yeah.
gonna make the perfect shot.
I got that article up reading more about the JFK files, and it's really interesting that they don't want to release until like 2039. I mean, it's already been 60 years. I mean,
No. Okay.
you're short on magic power.
Dang it.
Cure all medicine. But you have so many hearts.
I know.
You get so many hearts, and you just
Just wasted them like
2.10
like a monkey.
Like, oh yes, I sniffed you last night. Oh, whoa.
You're being weird again.
Well, you did say sniff any young kids tonight, and so you kind of...
Don't you tell me what I need to do.
So is that a good scale? Like, it didn't smell that stinky? Like, 10's like overpowering?
Alright, so is this gonna stay long enough? I don't think it is. Come on, get off the thing.
So then how do you do it?
No! Oh! What were you doing, you stupid schmuck?
You smucked it up.
Oh, I hate your face. If I
the
had,
other way.
If I had had that not happened, then I would have been fine, I think. I'm hitting left. You. Oh my gosh.
All right, going back to...
Oh my gosh.
we should just follow on this. Dang it. I thought I had more stuff to talk about.
But yeah, so
Because my next subject matter is really crappy, and it's not going to lead anywhere.
the video, like, so this is literally what happened to me. Okay. I was watching a YouTube video, and it was of a show, and it was cops just beating the crap out of this teenager. And I thought to myself, how dumb. That is so unrealistic in the way that it happened. And literally a day later, that video surfaced. And I was like, because cops have, they've killed people in America. Let's not pretend like they haven't. They have. And then I saw that video, and it was like, how on earth could those men have done what they did. It is just, it's mind-blowing. And then, you know, I don't know that you would say there's a racial component because they were all of the same race. So it was like, what? So what? It's like, what was the reason for it? And it's just like, it's
Gosh,
disheartening.
It's 9
It's-
degrees outside.
it's
Ugh.
disheartening. It's sickening. There's nothing.
Oh, so they're all black people? Not
Yeah,
just-
yeah.
Oh.
Every single one of them. And it's just like, how?
I don't know. I saw some of the game footage from
how
San
does that
Francisco and
happen?
49ers, and, you know, they totally almost got into a big old scruff.
Oh yeah, that was bad too.
So, I guess just heightened emotions?
Well, but the thing is like, not between, like, a football game, that doesn't matter. That's football, and like that has its own issues. I mean, I guess I shouldn't be so dismissive of that, but what I'm getting at is the fact that, like, got the map. Oh yeah, I am in the dungeon. That's true.
On the map.
I forgot that I'm actually in an actual dungeon.